These are the three key factors you need to look at when you want to successfully overturn a low appraised value. In this market, with homes moving as fast as they are, it's not uncommon to have an appraisal come in slightly under the purchase price. But that doesn't mean the deal has to fall apart. There are three key factors to look at on that appraisal report to see whether or not you can dispute it and get that value overturned. One, are the comparable sales. Are these true comparables to the subject property? Are they located within a 1 mile radius? Were they sold within the last 6 months? Do they have the same bedroom and bathroom count? Do they have the same square footage? What justifies a true comparable sale is a home that requires the least adjustments made by the appraiser. So if all of these properties meet that criteria, we're gonna have a more difficult time disputing. But if there's multiple adjustments to each of these comparable sales and they don't necessarily fall within the general criteria of a comparable, you're gonna have a much more successful time in getting that value up. Next thing you want to look at are the line adjustments that were made by the appraiser. These are adjustments for square footage, bedroom and bathroom count, the location of the property, any upgrades made to the home. Because at the end of the day, an appraisal is just an opinion of value, and it's that appraiser's opinion as to what those adjustments should be. I've seen adjustments for pools on homes ranging from $5,000 to $35,000. But what really determines how much that adjustment should be? Why is a pool worth $5,000 on one home but worth $35,000 on another? And these are things that need to be pointed out to the appraiser in order to get them to rethink their determination of value. The third is the type of buyer. Were they a conventional finance buyer? Were they an FHA finance buyer, a VA buyer, a cash buyer? And you can determine this by looking at the report. At the top of each of the comparable sales, it will list the type of sale that took place. It will tell you if they were financing used or whether or not they paid cash. If you notice that the cash sales listed as comps are much lower than the finance sales that are used as comps, then that tells you that cash buyers are getting better deals for their homes. And it's not necessarily an indicator of value in that area. Those tend to be the exception and not the rule. So these are the types of things that need to be pointed out to an appraiser in order to successfully overturn the value that was given on the report. After reviewing these three items, it's important to get with your lender to determine whether or not there were better comparables that could have been used in determining the value of the property. A low appraisal is not a deal killer. It's just time to get to work.